In this snow-covered state where people are digging out from the second storm in a week, the president's claims of widespread election fraud drawing an icy reception. How would you characterize these claims that there are thousands of people who were busted?
Balderdash, I guess. That's the only way I could claim. I don't know. I couldn't explain it.
Al Hoteling, perplexed. Amy Greenlaw, flabbergasted.
I think it's insane. I think he's literally crazy because...
Does it offend you as someone who lives here and votes here?
Yeah, like our votes don't matter.
In Durham, the ballots are still under lock and key.
If President Trump has any doubt, he can come right down and feel the vault himself.
Town manager Todd Selig oversees the local elections, is a registered independent, and insists President Trump's assertions are impossible.
It's unpresidential, it's inappropriate, and I say to the President of the United States, if he has proof, bring forward his proof. And if not, then please stop saying it, because it's just wrong.
The conspiracy theory didn't originate with President Trump. It started swirling in the 1990s when the then Republican governor opened up same-day voter registration. Simply show up to the polls, present your ID, and prove you live here. The rumors return every election cycle that buses filled with people from solidly blue Massachusetts cross over the state line and make a beeline for the voting booths.
This is absolutely preposterous. The idea that people are being bussed in by the hundreds or the thousands, absolutely not true.
Fergus Cullen was a never-Trumper who so far has stayed silent. But when Trump and his aides repeatedly made the voter fraud claims, Cullen took to Twitter.
I will personally pay the first person to produce proof that buses are being used to transport people to New Hampshire to vote. I will pay them a check for $1,000. So far, there's been no proof. You got thousands of people standing around the polls with smartphones, and none of them have snapped a picture of this. And it's like the Tooth Fairy or the Easter Bunny. You would think somebody would get a shot of them.
Hillary Clinton took the Granite State by close to 3,000 votes. The Attorney General, though, says there is no evidence of widespread voter fraud. Todd Selig points out the polls are staffed by local volunteers. They know most people, and busloads of out-of-staters would certainly stir suspicion.
We are dealing with neighbors and friends and colleagues. We're not typically dealing with strangers from out of town who look nefarious in their intent and are trying to cause national disruption with fraudulent votes. You know,
and if they did show up, you'd probably notice.
If they did show up, we'd be all over them.
And Jessica Schneider joins us now. Do we know anyone in the Trump administration has even been to New Hampshire to investigate these alleged allegations?
Anderson, there have been no indications that anyone from the White House has been up here to investigate, and that's probably because there's nothing to investigate. The Attorney General has stressed there is no evidence of any widespread voter fraud. As for the White House, they have not responded to our request for comment, and of course they haven't provided any evidence of the thousands of people they claim have been bussed up here to vote.